Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2019 love reading. I'm Jade with yesYesYes. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a love spread. We're going to start with the Mystical Lenormand deck. And then I'm going to clarify with the Line Strider deck, and then we'll get in a last bit angelic from the Romance Angels. We'll get some Romance Angel advice, I guess. Usually it's just it rounds it all out in the end. But I have pre-shuffled, and this is how it's going to go. Is that I am looking for the significator cards here to tell the story of what's going on for you, Sag, in April. Oh, I've got some stuff. How's it going? I hope you're enjoying springtime in North America and the fall. We're at the shoulder seasons, so all across the extremes. It's been quite interesting, quite fun. I'm very excited to be in springtime. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If any of this is resonating for you, I'd love to have a thumbs up or a subscribe. We do all kinds of readings here on the channel, so you can always see if there's one that resonates for you. And if not, there might be another that does. And sometimes, we're just reading, I'm reading for very specific people. That sometimes happens. These are such general readings, it's hard to know how it's going to land for everyone, but I try to keep it as open as possible. So I love to hear when it does land. This is great. We've got just 2 cards in between you. So Sag, it looks like that the feminine's moving towards the masculine, and what is between you is loyalty and abundance. I like this, and this is a friendship thing. It's also that there could be a lot of friends between you. Maybe you guys are meeting in a group of or a circle of friends. So we have the female card. There's the dog for the loyalty, the fish for abundance, lots of. It also could mean that the masculine is really in his money. He's feeling his money right now, and the feminine is feeling, she is in a place of friendship. And again, this could be like a blossoming relationship, maybe not one that has happened, but maybe that you're kind of eyeing each other, deciding if you do want to start dating, looking through this group of friends, this community around you to find each other. So this is fun, we're gonna see. This could also mean, if you are already in relationship, that you have a very strong connection and a loyal connection. And it could be very deep, and there just could be some issues with money, but this is actually quite a positive card. When you see the fish, it means that there's lots of money there. So so we'll see. It could just mean that the man is more moneyed than the woman at the present time. But we'll see what's going on. Again, I've pre-shuffled, so let's see what's the meeting card. Where you guys, what's the deep connection between you two? The 5 of Cups, okay. So this means that this bond, let me make sure it's all gonna be seen here. This bond, it comes from, so the 5 of Cups is a card of disappointment, right? So we see this in this deck, it's an owl that has laid eggs. 3 of the eggs are broken, and the owl's not looking at 2, being that they're not broken. So the disappointment is that we don't see the whole picture. And so what I'm feeling is that, the connection that you two are sharing right now is that you're not seeing the whole picture. And it might be the whole picture between you two if you know each other already. Or what will, be a bond for you is that you have been struggling to see those 2 cups, those 2 eggs that are still left not broken or not upturned. So it is a bit of trauma bonding. That's a term that I use sometimes, where you're both coming from a hardship, a heartache, and you find each other because of it. The other thing is that could be the energy if it is a relationship that's current. You could have some heartache. And I did have another reading where there was the heartache that was due to trying to conceive. So this could be that you're working on making this relationship more of a family, and there's just been some heartache between you because it hasn't quite come forward in the way that you thought. All right, so for the feminine, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this card came out in the reverse. So it means that there's some stagnancy here. We're not moving, we're not completing a cycle either, and we're not moving forward. There's just been a brakes put on. And we're gonna see a little bit more of if it has to do with this relationship, this disappointment. Maybe she's pulled back some. If you are the feminine, you've pulled back to get a better perspective on the situation. Maybe what this is that this connection felt really good going forward, and then something just didn't feel right, okay? And you're figuring it out currently. You're just, you've pulled yourself back and decided, oop, let's just stop this process real quick. I don't want to move forward. I just want to, pull myself back and see what's going on. Okay, 5 of Wands in the reverse for the masculine. So there's some struggle on this side, but I'm feeling like the masculine doesn't want to struggle. He doesn't want to fight. If this was a situation where you two were fighting, he's ready to put down the arms. He's ready to move forward. And I think the feminine is just kind of pulled back and is trying to figure it out. And if this is you not in relationship, if you are totally single, then this is what's going on for you individually at this point. We haven't met if this is the single, okay? Now, we've got the feminine at the 9 of Pentacles. She's considering, if you're the feminine, you're considering perhaps if this is a relationship of what it would be like to be single, okay? You're kind of looking at your life, looking at, counting your coins, checking to make sure that, could you move out on your own, or could this person, could you ask them to move out and that you would maybe live on your own? I think you're taking, what is that term? Well, you're taking account. You're looking at what you can afford, if you can live your life as a single person. I think that's what's going on right now, is that there was a little disappointment. Something just wasn't quite right. So you've pulled yourself out, and now you're considering going another way, considering doing things on your own. If you're the cross watcher here, this will help to get through the process. So just again, be aware that we always need to hold compassion for each other's process. And even though there might be pain with your person who's pulled away, just know that, we still need to allow them the space to process, because it's not going to work out if you're going to push yourself, if you're going to be headstrong and push yourself into the situation. For the masculine, we had the Hanged Man that came out in reverse. So this is telling me that he's stuck in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. Same thing with wanting to not wanting to fight, not wanting to be stuck, not wanting to be hung up. Now, I'm feeling like what happened, if this is an ongoing relationship, is that the feminine's pulled herself out and the masculine is very much not happy with this situation. He wants to be in relationship. He wants to move forward, look at things in these new ways in this relationship. He wants to enjoy life together, but the feminine's just not so sure. And again, if you are single, this is what's going on. The feminine is considering singlehood, and the masculine is not wanting to struggle anymore. He actually is wanting to be in relationship, is what I'm seeing, and he's wanting to see the world, wanting to see things differently than perhaps he has in the past. All right, what else is going on for Sag? We got some sticky cards now. Okay, so the 9 of Cups came out in the reverse for the feminine. Not feeling like your wishes are being granted. I'm thinking that the feminine is starting to see through what this was, okay? Now, let's talk about this just briefly. If this is an ongoing relationship or a relationship that's current, the feminine, it could actually be a relationship in separation, okay? We'll say that. What I'm feeling is that, you're past the honeymoon phase, and the feminine is seeing that that was the honeymoon phase, and that it perhaps wasn't all that she wanted it to be, okay? It wasn't all that she thought it could be. And this is, again, just the internal process. We still have more, what's coming, together, okay? So this 9 of Cups being in the upright, being in the reverse, is saying that it's not everything that she was really hoping for. Now, the potential of it being that way in the future is absolutely there. This energy is out on the table. We can easily flip this just based on what's coming forward, is that she could flip her script, right? That there's always that potential. Now, for the masculine, we have the King of Swords that also came out in the reverse. So there is a need for speaking your clear, decisive, in a clear and decisive manner. But it's kind of holding your tongue. And I feel like the masculine is walking on eggshells if this was an ongoing relationship. You know, I'm sorry, I didn't mention this. If this is single ladies, I think that you're considering this singlehood, but I don't think that I think you're realizing that's not really what you want. Singlehood is not really what you want. You're looking at it, you're kind of looking at your disappointments in life in the past, counting your coins, looking around, realizing that yes, you could live a life of singlehood, but I don't think that's what you really want. Okay, now, sorry, going back to the masculine, if you are in this relationship, you're holding your tongue, you're walking on eggshells because there's a lot of power given to the feminine. She's the one who's pulled out. The king being in the reverse is just showing. And the other thing is that this King of Swords is also quite harsh with words. So if you are in the reverse here, you could actually be really thinking about how to be compassionate. We talked about that a little bit. And speaking the truth in a way that is not cutting or biting. And that's actually quite lovely. So if that's where you are, really work that aspect out to be clear about what you're feeling, but not in a way that would hurt or shut down your person. But we do need to speak the truth. That card being in the up in the reverse is telling us that there is a truth that needs to be spoken. And actually you are fostering the truth. You're the one to hold it. You're the one who was probably going to have to step forward here and to create the space for the truth to be spoken about. And that's going to be, you know, again, we've got some more cards to pull. Single masculines. If you are, again, realizing you don't want to be single anymore, you want to look at life differently, you're going to have to speak, you're going to have to do a lot of things differently because everything here is in the reverse. So whatever action you've taken in the past is not working. You really have to take a risk and do something differently to kind of change the energy up, because that's what I'm seeing with these cards, is that if you keep doing things the same way, you're gonna keep dating the same people. Your feminines are gonna show up in the same way, and I don't think that's what you want, obviously. So you're going to have to look at life differently, and that's your Hanged Man, but also speak about things in a different way. Okay, so if you have a tendency to speak your mind without thinking, again, this could be you really trying to nurture that aspect of yourself, is thinking and feeling before you speak. But there is a truth within you that is very powerful, and I feel like you, for the masculine, are the ones who will be opening up the space to meet the feminine. It's going to be you coming forward in your truth so that your feminine can meet you, okay? For the feminine, now we have the Moon. This is a Pisces card, and it came out in the reverse. So we're coming out of a place where the moon can be illusionary. It can also mean that there's a highly intuitive nature, okay? So there's positive and negatives to this. You can be coming out of the illusion that this relationship was working. You can be coming out of the illusion that being a single person is going to feed you for the rest of your life. The other thing is that we really need to remember that you need to sit in with your intuitive nature. Make some space and some time for you to listen to that inner voice. And if it's through meditation, I usually recommend meditation daily. It helps me quite a bit because my mind will go crazy without it. So if you have, 5-10 minutes daily, just to sit and listen, and maybe nothing said, right? If it's just reconnecting to yourself and your body and space and time and silence, that's fine too. Because that's what this card is really initiating here, is that it's saying make a space for your intuition to come in, because there might be some confusion here. That could be, you know, you're just trying to get clear on things and it's just a little confusing. And for Sag, you tend to be pretty clear about what works for you and what doesn't, okay? I think that there are times of cloudiness, and we've come out, you know, the Mercury retrograde was tough on a lot of people. I think we're coming out of a time of being confused. So that, again, this card could just be urging you to take some time for yourself to listen, okay? Don't try to solve the problem, just listen and see what feels right in that manner. Don't have to do anything, just receive it, receive an answer. For the masculine here, we're on the Three of Pentacles. This is this card of collaboration. This is stepping forward, and it might, again, we're talking about stepping forward with a clear voice that is compassionate, that is truthful. And this is a stable connection. There might be, if you haven't met yet, this might be you meet at work even though we were talking about, there's loyalty with friendship and, that kind of thing. This could be a work connection. This could be an artistic connection, because there's, Pentacles are building. This is stability. You're wanting to provide this. So if this is this ongoing relationship, you're trying to come forward to your feminine by showing that you can be stable, by showing that you want to work this out, which is beautiful. Let's see if the feminine is going to come forward and meet you there. I think that you're making the right choice currently. That's what I'm seeing. Now, if you're single, this is, again, showing yourself as being capable of offering this stability. And again, this could be somebody that you meet at work or in a work project. Maybe there is a collaborative effort that you make, even if it's, doing, what was I just thinking? Like those Tough Mudders are usually single, people who just do it on your own, but there might be a group contest of some sort where you meet your person just because you're in a group working together towards a common goal. So it may not be at work, but it's some type of situation like that. Let's see what else we have. Oh, okay, that came out differently. Strength card and the Six of Wands, both in the reverse, okay? So Strength card here, Leo card, I look at that one. This is needing to feel your self-worth, feminine, okay? I feel like you're struggling here. And this is all mental stuff. You're just doubting yourself. You're doubting it because you had this disappointment in the past, whatever this is. So you're still doubting it. I'm going to, again, urge you to just take some time to feel through it rather than get in your head about it. The Strength card is a card of doing, and it's feeling good and moving forward. And this is just a challenge, okay? And again, this is a challenge because you're in your head about it. If you are in this relationship, I'm not seeing that you're moving forward towards your person. We'll see what this last card is, but right now you're holding strong, you're pulling back. If you are single, I can tell that you're starting to feel like, yeah, this single life, I was kidding myself. Okay, this is not what I want. We really have to come out of any kind of illusion that you might have had, even with this Five of Cups, even with this earlier disappointment. And we really need to get back to a place where you're feeling secure on your own, as well as secure in relationships. So that's the balance. This Nine of Pentacles shows that you can be secure on your own. But it's the love. The reason why I look at this as a Leo card is because of the lion that's involved. That's courage, that's love, that's heart stuff, right? And with it being in the upturn, it's just telling me that, that the heart is out of balance. We're just, female Sagittarius, you're working on your heart right now. This is, good work to do. You've got somebody out there who really wants to step forward and love you. Right now, the Six of Wands being in the reverse, they're not feeling like they can get you. They're, the masculine is feeling like he's maybe gonna, I don't want you to give up, masculine, but you're not feeling like she's going to meet you, okay? And we'll see with this last card what's going on. But the victory is not there. Now, the victory energy is possible, but the victory is not there yet, okay? I want to see what the advice is here. But we've got, again, action, what I'm seeing right now, the action, which is normal for you, Sag, is not what the cards are saying. Right now, the cards are urging you to feel. They're urging you to be stable, masculine. They're urging you to feel into your intuition, feminine. The things that are furthest away from you is that, you know, the masculine really needs to be strong in his words and to speak his truth in a compassionate way. And the feminine, coming out of any kind of illusion, realizing that, you know, wishes, what you saw, what you thought it was not, what you thought you wanted was not, but what else could it be? What else is possible for you? And that is the whole world, right? The whole world could be possible. We could all, you know, anything is possible, but how do we meet? How do the feminine and the masculine come back together? This Page of Pentacles is here, okay? So this is a small, stable connection, okay? What I'm feeling here is that it's not all over with, okay? So if you were worried, if you're teetering, if you're really not sure what to do, I'm feeling like there's still something here. It's small. This is that lingering, but because it's the Pentacles, it's the opportunity for it to be something structurally stable, better for you in the future. It's going to feel better if you build it small, and I think this is really smart. So for the masculine, don't give up. Don't give up on all of this. Let your feminine know, come forward like you were going to. Now, if this is, again, totally singles, what I'm feeling is that the masculine, and if we talked about this being like a Tough Mudder or some kind of situation where it was a race and there was some kind of team, you might have lost. The actual race you might have actually lost, but what happens is you gain the girl. And the way that it happens is that something opens up, something's revealed that is that looks like it's, you know, there's a long-term potential. And I think what it is that there's the opening, the reconnection of where the disappointment came from in the first place, okay? We have to be honest with each other about what this disappointment came from and how can we heal it, okay? That's where what we're really looking for. Oh my gosh, I love it when the cards help me out here. So what we're really looking for is making a small step towards each other. And for the feminine, really settling into your emotions, settling into your intuition. Masculine, speaking your truth, holding out just a little bit longer. And then I really feel like the masculine, you're going to have to offer a little bit of this stability, this little small offer to your feminine so that she'll step forward, because right now she's pulled back. But what I'm seeing here is worth waiting for, which is, you know, it's beautiful. So if this is for the masculine, your feminine is worth waiting for. If this is the feminine, you know, really wondering if this is worth it, it is. It's worth working through, getting through all of this. If you're single, this process, what you're going to get on the other side is what's worth waiting for. And then we also have express your love. So when you feel it, when it comes, speak it, okay? Speak the truth in not a scary way. Don't just blurt it all out, but be really honest, be vulnerable about this disappointment that you might have felt in the past, because that's the initial bond, okay? This is the initial bond, and this is where you end up. You end up in this small, stable offer, okay? So it's, while there's a big process going on, specifically for the feminine this month, I feel like it's coming back together. Masculine, hold true, hold yourself, and just, you know, don't lose sight of the victory in the end. I know it's going to be, it seems like it might be a challenge, but hold true to the fact that you're the stable one, and the feminine is just going through things, pulling herself back to work it out. But I feel like there's real truth and connection there for you. So Sag, this is what I have for you. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comments section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in a personal reading, reach out to me. That information is also in the box below. And for now, I'm sending you all my love. Thanks, Sag.